As we look at history, one can legitimately make an argument that only broke men or the average man is capable of love, and the higher a man goes in his success, the less likely he is to love a woman properly. The higher a man goes, the less likely he is to love a person traditionally. Let's talk about it.
It's Amber J. Lee. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's learn, pretty girls. And also, while you're here, just follow my Instagram as I also post updates.
As women, we're naturally people who are attracted to status, fame. Like, look at all the little girls who are like 8 or 9 and they like fangirl over Chris Brown or remember Justin Bieber. So by nature, we as women, we obsess over men who seem to have power. Like, power is attractive to us. So a man has power and more women, that turns that we like that. Like, oh, all these women want him. What's so good about him? It must be something good. I gotta try it out. We are like that by nature. And since we are like that, men, of course, who have the resources take advantage of that. And once upon a time, a man did say that men are just as loyal as their options. Women put up with this stuff due to the lifestyle that the man can provide. Look at DeVito. DeVito is always cheating on his wife, but she's not going to leave him because he has money. If that man was broke working at Chipotle doing that stuff to her, do you think she would be still there? No, she's there because it's DeVito. DeVito is not capable of loving his wife properly due to his access to multiple women. Men are not, once they reach a certain status, they cannot love a woman traditionally. That's over. This is not absolute. There's always the exceptions to the rule before I get them comments like, look at Russell Wilson, look at this, then the third. Those men typically are saved and heavy Christian believers or heavy godly people or actually godly men because it's men who believe in God who was on Tyreek Hill type time. Tyreek Hill literally just birthed 4 children, 1 including his wife, 4 baby mothers, and 1 plus his wife. Do you think if Tyreek Hill had the money he had, the success he had, he would be able to do that? And rumor has it that someone else is pregnant. I don't know if this girl is telling the truth or not, so I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not going to, because I don't want no lawsuits. Or Nick Cannon. We know Nick Cannon. Women are signing up for this because they're attracted to a man with status. And men know that the higher I go up, the less likely I have to commit to a woman traditionally. Neo treats all his women like trash. Like, he had a side piece, made her the main girl, and you see what popped out. She was calling him all types of freaking stuff. And I don't feel bad for you because you was a side piece and you knew it. And it makes me go back to a man is tested when he has everything and a woman's tested when a man has nothing, right? So it makes me think, are men naturally loving human beings, naturally loving creatures? Are men naturally creatures of really treating a woman right and being with a woman? I don't think so. I think that in their nature, once a lot of women come around, men love sex more than they love anything else. And a man's lust is such a liability that men have died. Like, look at Trouble the Rapper. Men have died behind sex and still are dying behind sex and will continue to die behind sex. So it makes me wonder, how can a man naturally be monogamous if they're constantly putting their lives on the line behind an orgasm? It was something that came up and it says, Brenda and Ashley are dating, right? Brenda and Ashley are dating a guy. Brenda doesn't know about Ashley, but Ashley knows about Brenda. Who does he love more? And people keep saying he loves Brenda more because they're accepting his nature. But in reality, he loves no one. They both feel the same. They both have the same outcome. And guess what? They're both going to be heartbroken. But guess what he gets? Sex and orgasms. He loves nobody but himself. And the overall question of this video is, are men who have no resources and no options only capable of love? Only capable of being fair? Only capable of treating a woman right? I want to leave you off with this, right? When I was younger, I lived across the street from a family. A woman and a man, they had 2 boys, 2 sons. I'll never forget. It was girls over this side and boys over this side. And our parents used to fight to keep us apart, right? Used to fight. Even though they had like 10 years over us, my mom used to make sure, don't go across the street, talk to them boys. Don't do it. Well, let's name their parents Linda and Henry. Linda and Henry were married and had 2 boys, and they had a beautiful house across the street. Most beautiful house, most decorative house, all types of flowers on the block. Well, as years go by, 2 of the boys, they're in college, and I'm still in school. I think I was in middle school at the time. Henry got injured on the job. He was a construction worker and fell floors down and was in the hospital for months on end. But money, I don't know how they still was making money. That's not my business. I was young at the time. I still don't know how to this day they were making money. Every day, every day, Linda goes to the hospital and sees Henry. Every day, every night, brings him food. It was to the point where she would have to ask my mom to go in the house and feed her dogs and her cats and get the mail. Every day she was over there. It was for months. I don't know how long, but it was a long time. Henry comes home, everything's back to normal for about 2 summers. Next thing you know, Linda catches cancer. Linda has stage 3 uterine cancer. Linda is in the hospital. Same thing. My mom's going over there. My dad's going over there. They're cleaning up everything. They're walking the dogs. I was walking the dogs at one point. And we noticed that Henry has a friend coming over. Young girl. Every other night after he goes sees Linda. Now, every other night turns into every day. She's now driving Henry's car. She's now doing everything, and we're all confused as to who this woman is because now they have asked us to stop doing everything because she's taken over. We think nothing of it. 2 months later, after a long battle with cancer, Linda dies. Within a month, a woman, 29 years old, is pregnant with Henry's baby. After the announcement of the death. A week after she died, we go to the funeral. We see a U-Haul truck across the street moving in. Inquired a lot of money due to that fall at work. So he was able to not work and go see Linda when he could. But the money changed his loyalty and who he was to his wife. Are men truly capable of love? Let's talk about it.